What's the importance of the Kashi Vishwanath Temple, especially the dispute over the Gyanvapi Mosque?
So, Preeti, this is, as many argue, this is more reclaiming of faith, reclaiming of places of worship lost centuries ago. It started with Ayodhya, is now extending to Kashi and Mathura. There are some other cases that are also being drawn in, but this is not where some place of worship is being destroyed by Babur or Aurangzeb or others. In this case, the petitioners are moving legally to reclaim their territory in these two cases. If we were to specifically talk about Kashi and Mathura, courts of law have been approached seeking right to pray, seeking right to reclaim their faith and their places of faith. Why? Because the Hindu Paksha, the Hindu side, has argued that if we were to specifically talk about the Gyanvapi Mosque, it was constructed after demolishing the ancient Kashi Vishwanath Temple, the center of spiritual learning, one of the 12 Jyotirlings, as is Astha. Preeti, you and I have covered Kashi both before 2014 and 2019 elections. Avinashi Kashi, this is the center for spiritual learning for Hindus. It is argued by some that Aurangzeb hated this place because Aurangzeb felt that his brother, who had wider acceptability, was truly liberal and secular in the real sense of the word and not the bigoted sense of the word, as some argue often. He studied Hindu scriptures here, Darashiko. Aurangzeb not only had his brother killed, but subsequently he was so unhappy with education that was being imparted here, with the religious preachers who were operating out of Kashi Vishwanath, that he ordered the demolition of the Kashi Vishwanath Temple, as he did with several other religious structures in our country. And in 1669, April 1669, the demolition took place. Of course, Ahilyabai Holkar much later tried restoration, was successful partially, but not where it is argued that where the shivling actually was. And that is where more facts need to emerge. There is what is written in the Skand Puran. There is also the evidences that you see on your television screen in terms of videography that has taken place. Hindu side, as you see, rejoicing here. But what is it that the Hindu side has argued? They say when you look at the videography, you look at motifs that are associated with the Hindu religion inside or around the mosque premises. What about inside the mosque? Twice in the past, court mandated or court ordered videography that was to be conducted could not be conducted, and due process of law, Preeti, was not followed. Now the effort is, at least third time, with very clear instructions from court that due process of law will be followed. It of course remains to be seen whether those who are opposing it will either legally go to a superior court and then try and get a stay on this, or illegally, like they did twice in the past, obstruct due process of law. And should they take recourse to illegal means, will the Uttar Pradesh administration take action as mandated by law? That remains to be seen. Today is the 12th. They have time now from the 12th to the 17th, when the report has to be submitted in courts of law about what they've been able to photograph and videograph inside this Gyanvapi Mosque, Preeti.